Hey y'all, it's Sierra, aka Capricorn Moon Goddess, and I am back with another zodiac reading. So y'all know I don't do these often. I pretty much stick to the pick a card readings if I'm going to do a reading. But because of the topic, I did feel led to go ahead and do individual zodiac sign readings. So this reading is for Cancer, Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever you feel like it is significant in your birth chart. This reading is going to be about what do you need to be focused on at this particular time in order to get yourself in alignment with your purpose. If you're like me, you are multi-talented. You have several different projects, several different things that you're able to do and be successful at, and sometimes that makes it hard to figure out what you should be focusing on first. You know, you have several things that you need to get done. You may even have several business ideas, but you don't know which one to work on first, which one is going to get you where you need to be. So that is what this reading is about. And I already have some oracle cards pulled. Y'all know how I do. That saves time. I'm doing this on my lunch break. All right, so we gotta get this done in a certain amount of time, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull some tarot cards for you all as well. So for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, anywhere else significant in their birth chart, what do they need to be focused on at this very moment in order to propel them forward so that they are walking in their purpose? What project, what talent, what career move, what investment, what do they need to be focused on at this time? Let's get about maybe three more. It definitely looks like you all need to be focusing on solitude. Hold on, there's a call coming in. Let me try to I hope that didn't interrupt that call that came in. But anyway, based on the cards I'm seeing right now, it looks like y'all are supposed to be focusing on solitude, being by yourself. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. I always call the Queen of Wands card my card of the socialite, somebody that's out and about, networking and all of that stuff. So it looks like with the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups, this Four of Swords cards in reverse, it's looking like you all may need to be focusing on being alone, maybe cutting out some people. We'll get more clarification with the oracle cards. So that way you can go ahead and start fresh with this Fool card. Just moving my cards over so they fit, okay? All right, so it looks like you may have dealt with a lot of anxiety at one point. We have the Ten of Swords or the Nine of Swords in reverse. So you all may have actually dealt with this already. You may be coming out of a period where you dealt with a lot of anxiety, and you had to spend some time alone. Okay, so I am seeing that this is probably past. For those of you that still need to take some time to spend in solitude, make sure you're doing that. But if you have already done that and you're ready to move forward, we have the Page of Swords. So you had to unlearn some sort of habits. The Page of Swords is the card of learning. I see that as a card of learning, as a card of studying. So it looks like, based on what we have here, that y'all had to unlearn some sort of habits, and you may be teaching other people to do the same thing in the future. So that might be what your purpose is. Okay, so let's see what our oracle cards are. I'm going to go ahead and go with my archetype cards first, because those kind of break it down as far as the career. So we have the Saboteur. Highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Okay, so like I was saying, having to unlearn some habits, that can also include thinking habits, thought patterns, things of that nature, learning how to not self-sabotage. Okay, so if you've been through lessons in your life that relate to learning how to not sabotage, learning how to not overthink things and be overly anxious, then that could be something that you are meant to teach in. That could be something that you are meant to help other people with. Oftentimes, the things that we end up dealing with in our own lives, once we can master that, then we can help other people to master as well. And we can do it from experience and not just from an aspect of, oh, I read up on that. I actually lived it. I dealt with it. I overcame it. I can help other people do the same. So something here with habits and thinking and being overly anxious. Okay. We also have the Damsel in reverse. So learning how to not be helpless. Okay. Again, having empowerment. So you all are meant to empower people to realize that they can have control over their own lives. So you may be some sort of empowerment coach, life coach, some sort of counselor, helping people to deal with anxiety or bad habits, hoarding, I'm hearing, maybe overeating, gambling, maybe like smoking, any type of bad habits, or just basically having a habit that's not great for your mind, like being overly anxious. So helping people get to the bottom of that and to feel empowered. Maybe not feeling like they have to just depend on medicine all the time, but having some sort of homeopathic or natural things to go along with changing their lifestyle, so that way they don't have to self-sabotage or be anxious or be dependent on something. Okay, there is some sort of dependency or codependency that you all are going to be helping people with. So whatever project you feel like is geared towards that you have been thinking about right now, that may be the one that you want to focus on at this time. We also have the Father card. Okay, when I think about a father, I think about the Emperor. I think about somebody that is in control, somebody that is action oriented. Usually we don't think of them as being nurturing. We typically see that as the mother, but the father is usually thought of as more action oriented and being in control. So again, helping people to take their control back. It says talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Okay, so maybe some sort of group therapy. I keep seeing like group therapy. So I don't know if you all are wanting to go to group therapy or if you're wanting to lead group therapy sessions, or have some sort of events or conferences or retreats. That's what I'm thinking about. Having some sort of retreats where you have a group of people that have a specific or similar issue that they need to work on, and you're helping them to get through that. We have the Addict card. So again, I'm seeing addiction here. That doesn't always have to mean to substances or drugs. That can be to anything, and people can be addicted to self-sabotage and being anxious and worried. Okay, we have the Devotion card. Okay, I'm running out of time, so let's get through this. Communication. So again, with the communication, I'm thinking about, it says short trips on here. Okay, and that's what I was thinking about when I was thinking about retreats. So you all are ready to be active and ready to emerge. Okay, you were in a state where you needed to be in solitude, being by yourself, working through whatever mental blocks that you had to deal with. Now you're able to come out and show people how they can have more control over themselves. Okay, with this Queen of Wands in reverse, somebody that's not necessarily in control of themselves, maybe in social settings. So with this Addict card, it could be somebody that they may overly do it with alcohol or take drugs or something like that when they're in social settings. So you all may be drug counselors. I don't know what they're called, but drug counselors, counselors that help with anxiety. What else? Let me see. Counselors that help with empowerment, and also accountability coaches as well, holding people accountable for their actions. So we have the Self card, which is the first house. Ambition, okay? So again, empowerment, ambition, helping people to be accountable for reaching their goals. As a Cancer, you all are intuitive as well. So you're able to actually see beyond what people are saying to you. So when you are in these sessions with people, if you are some sort of counselor, you can listen to what they're saying, but you're paying attention. Hold on, somebody's calling me again. Stop calling me, people. Paying attention to their body language and also what they are not saying as well. So you all would make great counselors. But with this Father card, you're going to have to know how to be strict. We have the Father card again. So we have Father twice. When we think about discipline in the household, we always typically think about the father being more strict, the father being more stern, even the way that they speak, the vibration in their voice. Usually children respond differently to a father than they would to a mother. So you are a Cancer, you're very nurturing, but you're also going to have to tap into your stern side as well with whatever career adventure that you're planning on doing. Because whatever you're doing, you're going to be holding people accountable for changing bad habits, recognizing bad habits, helping them to figure out why they have those habits in the first place, while also being nurturing as well. And then we have the Loner card. Okay, going back to this Queen of Wands in reverse. Not necessarily feeling the need to be social all the time, to be surrounded with people all the time, spending time with themselves. You may have had to spend some time with yourself, like I said earlier, so that way you know exactly who you are without being influenced by the outside. So then when you are ready to go back into the outside world, you don't allow people to influence you to do things that are not going to be good for you. So finding your strength. You're going to be helping people to find the strength to stand up for themselves and to not be codependent. We have the Caregiver again. That is just a part of being a Cancer. We have the Gambler. Okay, so again, with the addiction card, you may be dealing with people that have had addictions to gambling in the physical, literal sense, or they may just have risky behavior, period, and they gamble with their life on a daily basis, or they do it often with the type of decisions that they're making, the type of people they're hanging around with, and the environment that they're in. With this Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. So some of you may also find it therapeutic, and you may find gardening as a way to help you to ground and also to deal with addiction or bad habits or anxiety. Okay, grounding is good for those sort of things. Gardening is good for that. So some of you may be gardeners. Some of you may use gardening as a form of therapy for yourself, and you may incorporate that into your practice if you're helping other people. You may start a community garden. You may help other people learn how to garden on YouTube or something like that. You may start a small group of gardeners that get together. They have this thing called meetups, I think, where you can basically hook up with people who are like-minded and interested in the same things you're interested in. So you might start one of those meetup groups. We have elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, helping people realize what subconscious things they're holding on to, and maybe even what things are genetic. Okay, what was passed down in the DNA, epigenetics, things of that nature that are lending towards those addictions. I do think alcoholism can be genetic, and I'm not sure if gambling is genetic, but it does seem to be something where you find it in multiple generations. Okay, so you all may be helping people to discover the generational ancestral connection to addictions that they're dealing with. We have the seer, seeing beyond the current situation. So like I was saying, as a Cancer, being intuitive, you're able to see beyond what people are telling you, what people's current situation is. You're reading their body language. You are seeing intuitively what they are not telling you. And you may help other people to be able to use foresight to be able to see into the future. So that way they know how to plan, and they know just how drastic their actions can be if they don't get it together. Okay, get these addictions together, get these risky behaviors under control. And we have the protection guardian, drop your shields. So the thing about you being a Cancer, because you are nurturing, sorry, I think my son just dropped something or whatever, if y'all heard that. But if you are a very nurturing person, you can help people to let their guard down, and people are going to want to tell you about their problems. People are going to want to let you in. People may tell you things that they haven't told anyone else because you have that nurturing nature. But then with the Father card here, you're also going to set strong boundaries for yourself so people don't take advantage of you. Okay, you can teach other people how to do this as well. So hopefully that made sense. So some of you all are going to want to focus on the projects, the career, the knowledge, the learning, the research, the talents that you have that is going to help people with addictions, how to identify an addiction, how to figure out what is causing it, and how to prevent it from taking over your life, and how to overcome it. So some of you may be some sort of addiction counselors. Some of you may also be gardeners, so you may want to work on gardening, learning how to garden, making content about gardening, growing plants, things of that nature, teaching people how to ground themselves. Okay, so learning how to ground. Some of you may be empowerment coaches or wanting to be empowerment coaches, accountability coaches. Some of you are intuitive, so you may be wanting to focus on your intuition. Okay, and in order to make sure your intuition is strong, you may have to take some time to be by yourself. Okay, let me see what else. And you definitely want to work on being able to tell people no, not allowing people to take advantage of you, and being able to have that stern fatherly like disposition, because you are naturally nurturing. And it seems like whatever projects you're going to be working on is going to be dealing with people that have some sort of emotional things that they need to work through. So you want to make sure that you are not allowing people to just throw their baggage onto you. Oh my God, somebody's calling again. And of course, it's a scammer because it says scam likely. Not letting people scam you. You know how many scamming calls I got while I was trying to do this video? More than any other video. So y'all need to make sure that you are not allowing people to take advantage of you, because whatever you are meant to be doing and focusing on right now is going to be helpful to other people. But also people are going to see that shiny, bright light, and they're going to be attracted to you. And they may try to basically become codependent with you as well. So you want to make sure you are stern and you set your boundaries, But again, that is what you're supposed to be focusing on. So whatever projects, talents, knowledge that you're looking into, when it comes to those things, that's going to propel you to the stage that you need to be at, and to the next level as far as walking in your purpose. So hopefully that made sense. If it did, please let me know in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you feel called to do so. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.